Sweet. The water level is actually quite a bit lower than I was expecting it. My guess, though, by the way this stuff looks, is that just pretty recently it must have been pretty wet down here. We'll go and walk along here for a little bit. Guys, this is really kind of cool. I had no idea this was all down here. I mean, obviously it was here all along, but I'd never actually been to this area. Pretty neat. Usually during the summer, me and some of my buddies will walk one of these like barefoot, and it's probably not the best idea, but it's our idea of a good time. Kind of works that way, but last summer we all kind of just started walking through the Cuyahoga River. I think we ended up walking about 5 miles. We're a little tired after that, but this is kind of the sort of stuff that I like doing instead of sitting at home playing on the computer. Maybe now you guys can see why I try to avoid the computer if I can, or I don't have a TV. I don't have a TV, believe it or not. Okay, at some point here we gotta get back on the trail, so we're gonna head back. Yeah, this is a really neat area. It's also not the easiest to walk through in dress shoes. Very cool. That was kind of neat. During the summer, I'm probably going to have to come back here and show you guys once it's actually all green again. That's assuming I'm still in the area. Yeah, like I said, the towpath is it's a bike and hike trail. You also have a lot of people who run it. I've done it before. It's a really neat trail. Pretty easy on the legs too, because it's just the coating they have on the surface. And as we go along here, this is the first time that I've used the new memory card. Just as like a quick initial impression sort of thing. I'm actually pretty impressed. I was accustomed to, on my old memory card, it was a higher speed card than this. I was accustomed to it being really quick. I wasn't really sure if I went with like a regular standard speed card, if I'd notice any write differences. So far I haven't. It seems like it's just as zippy as the one that I had before this. So first impressions, guys, I go ahead and give it a good review. For 15 bucks, I'm gonna say not too shabby. Okay, coming up on the next block here. As you can see, the trail does go downhill. It kind of follows the river. And so I'm assuming that this would have just been the next stage up from the lock that we just walked through. Go ahead and take you guys up to the edge. Heck knows what I'm going to find in here. Yeah, see? It's not super deep. Maybe 10-15 feet. Deep Lock Quarry, there is a lock that I believe is somewhere close to about 25 or 30 feet deep. Supposedly it's the deepest lock in the whole chain. You see here, we're actually already quite a bit higher off the river than we just were. The trail does tend to kind of go up and down a little bit, but for the most part, the direction I'm heading, it goes up the whole time. I don't know if you guys can see up there, but that is the Cuyahoga Valley Scenic Railroad. And I haven't seen any trains on here for quite a while, but especially during the summer, there is a small, I think it's actually like a private train that runs along here. Again, it kind of just goes the whole length of the towpath, eventually ends up closer toward Cleveland. I don't say I hate a lot of stuff, but I'm not gonna lie, I hate seeing stuff like this. Again, I am kind of like a little bit of a nature person here, and I hate to see them kind of disturbing, I don't know, So I'm sure some of you guys out there will understand what I mean. Speaking of stuff that I hate, is it just me or does stuff like that make this place look like a dump? Oh well. Say that a lot, but there's not a whole lot I can do, so. Okay, now we're coming up on the next block here. I believe there may only be one or two more before we reach the trailhead. As you can see, it's basically just like a narrow channel boats used to pass through. Oh, here's a mile marker. Very nice. Okay, so as you can see here, I'm actually not even sure what this is. Looks like maybe there was maybe like some pipe or something that went along here. As you can see here, coming up to the end of the trail. Thanks to iMovie, this is going to probably feel like about 10-15 minutes to you guys, but we've actually been walking for about half an hour. I don't know if it's just that I have a hot coffee, but good gosh, it's gotten cold. Okay, now what you see ahead of us here is called the Mustill Store. And this is basically where, as you can see, this is the last lock as we come up to the end of the trail. This is basically where everything starts. It's kind of a neat little area. Take you guys right up to the lock over here. This one, if I remember correctly, is fairly deep. Let's see. Oh yeah. Talking easy 20-25 feet there. As you can see, the water level does drop off. Back in the day, there would have been two doors that would close up, and as they closed up, the water level in here would drain out and it would build up over there. Then what they would do, there used to be two doors here. They would close those up. If a boat needed to come through here, they would wait at those doors. They would close it up, let the water in through those doors, so the channel would fill up with water. And then they'd open those doors, and the water level would be the same as where the boat was. The boat would just kind of float on into here. Then there used to be like two tiny little doors at the very bottom of like the two big doors. And they would slowly let the water out, so the water would drain down. And by the time the doors opened over here, the water level inside the channel was the same level as the river at the end over here. Just a quick explanation of how the locks work. This is the store back from, it says here, the 1860s. So this has been around for a little bit. This is what it was about 10 years ago, right before they restored it. This is what it looks like now. Just another view of the store. I'm not really sure what this building up here is, but as you can see, they did a really great job restoring it. It's always nice to see stuff that's kind of historic being restored so that we can see how it used to be. Pretty cool. As you can see here, we arrived at the beginning of the Mustill area trailhead. Pretty cool. Dead ahead. You guys probably can't see all that much back there. But right beyond that railroad bridge is where downtown Akron starts. Hopefully you guys can read that. Alright guys, it's getting really chilly. As you can see here though, I basically took you along one direction of the towpath. Hopefully, if we have any more warm days that last more than 2 hours, gosh darn it. If we have any more warm days, I'm definitely going to take you guys further along it the other way though. For now though, just wanted to give you guys a little tour around the area. Hopefully we'll be able to have more videos like these before the weather gets any colder. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to leave any comments or subscribe if you'd like, and hopefully I'll hear from you all soon. Talk to you later.